Hi everyone, Monique here, Intuitive Soul Savant. Welcome back. Bless you and me for allowing me to speak to your soul, and subscribe and like or leave just a comment, please, just to help out the algorithms. I'm making this video today because if I didn't, I might not come back to YouTube, and because that's how I feel, you know. It's just feels like a very hard slog. And when I get comments, oh, you'll have to build your channel up, you know, I don't know what else to do, guys. I'm not going to sit on Facebook and all of that, all right, to promote myself. I am a servant leader, and what a servant leader is I have no ego to do this. I don't care. I could shut this tomorrow and go and find something else to do, all right? However, my soul and the 40 years experience that I've learned is pushing me in this direction to help others. But I don't feel I am if I'm not getting supported. So that's just me, all right? Yesterday I got a comment from one of the rebirth videos, and the poor woman was in so much pain and so grateful that she found my older videos, you know, that I even came on today, because it's like pushing shit up a hill, I think the old saying was, you know, if there's no you know, I know that everybody's got a 3-second focus in their mind now. That's why I don't want to do TikTok and Instagram. They're just scrolling. That's not who I am. I'm here to bring real depth and experience, you know. But it gets tough when I feel like, well, nobody really wants to hear what I've got to say. You know, I should be doing something else that is fulfilling me more so, you know. Anyway, I've had a rough week. Those solar flares, that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the whole MC of my chart is just jammed with, you know, Uranus, Jupiter, Venus. And I think also I've been processing the full moon energies. This full moon is exact on my south node in the 4th house, conjunct my natal moon in Sagittarius. So a lot of that old energies come up, the family, you know, that, get rid of all that stuff. You know, I've moved through that 4th house ancestral healing, but it's getting triggered again. But that means that the full moon sun is conjuncting my north node in the 10th house at 3 degrees Gemini. You know, so I've been processing that energy already, you know. When the full moon comes, even now, I won't feel that because I've felt it, and I've been waking up emotional. Sagittarius moon expands emotions. So if you're feeling emotional, you know, in this full moon, you know, Sag is ruled by Jupiter, expansion. When the moon is in Sagittarius, expansion of emotions, okay? So just quickly, Monday we had Sun conjunct Uranus in Taurus. Now, I've done the Taurus video. I think not even 100 people bothered to watch it, you know, but everything is in there about our possessiveness and our security, and that's hit me. 10th house, Taurus, on the midheaven. I feel insecure if I don't have a career. You know, it's not even about the money. It's about that career. That's where Taurus is, my 10th house, you know. So I've felt that energy too. So the sun in Taurus conjunct Uranus in Taurus, that happened Monday, Sydney times. Tuesday, Venus sextiled Saturn from Taurus into Pisces. You know, those having their Saturn return, if your birthday's around my time, well, Saturn's only a degree away or 2 degrees away from Chiron. My Saturn is also opposing Pluto, my natal Pluto in Virgo, and Uranus, you know, those two conjunct. So yeah, my chart is quite heavy at the moment, and I'm out just having to process, you know. So that Venus on Tuesday, which was yesterday, no, day before yesterday here. Yesterday, Sun trined Lilith. So we've also got Lilith in the story, and Lilith energy is that divine feminine energy that's been locked down for the last, thousands of years. And in Virgo, the maiden, so, but it was a trine, okay? So a trine is lighting it up, not in a challenging way. Thursday, today, Mercury ingressed into Taurus after being in Aries for a very, very, very long time. So if you've had if you're a cardinal sign, you've had Mercury squaring or opposing your natal sun for a long time from that Aries energy. Tomorrow, Friday, as Mercury, as any planet moves into Taurus, we now know that it's going to square Pluto. So tomorrow, Mercury is squaring Pluto. So those dark thoughts, could come upon the early Aquarians, early Leos, early Scorpios, and early Tauruses with that square. Saturday, Venus conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and the same day, Mars is conjuncting the North Node in Aries. And what are we doing with the North Node? We're all about looking after ourselves. But in saying this, Mars will be opposing the South Node in Libra of relationships. So if there's a relationship breakdown this weekend, that's the energy of that. But we're working with these nodes for a lot longer. So this is a process. There may be relationships, and I know this with people I've spoken to. They're on the edge of letting these people go. They're getting pushed to the point where I can't have you walk alongside me in my life anymore because it's not serving me. North Node, Aries. And Sunday, we have Sun conjunct Jupiter, and these are at the late degrees of Taurus because Jupiter is going to ingress into Gemini, and I will make a video about that. I'm natally born with Jupiter in Gemini. Those who are having their Saturn return, you're going to have Jupiter squaring your Saturn, and those born in the 60s with Pluto conjunct Uranus in Virgo, we're going to have this Jupiter square our natal Pluto and Uranus. Or if you're a Virgo, your Sun or any other planet you've got in Virgo. Okay, so this Jupiter into Gemini is going to square the mutable signs of Pisces, Virgo, and oppose Sag, okay, the other mutable sign. Now, I'm going to make a video about this Jupiter in Gemini when my spirits are lifted because I'm very Capricornian, melancholy, everything's black at the moment. And even this morning, I was at the gym. Now, we've had huge solar flares come through, guys, and I'm believing that, and I actually sat out in the sun for 4 days straight, sunbaking. I was led to. So I brought all that energy into my body. Now I've got to ground it. Anyway, someone I don't know at the gym this morning brought up, oh, yes, the sun. And I thought, oh, she's going to say solar flares. No, she's telling the class, not the teacher, just a person, that they were fake Urabellus, the colours that the flares make, not down here in the southern hemisphere because we're too far south, but, the northern lights, okay? So she's telling me they were fake northern lights. I just, this is Jupiter in Gemini. You want to get your head out of the social media, guys. Because Jupiter is making way for Uranus when Uranus comes into Gemini. And people are going to lose their marbles. I know, I've been following this sun for 15 years. You can go to my Facebook. I've got all the photos there on my page, Monique Hill. You'll see all the sunshots I've been taking since 2010 and watching the change of the sun, okay? And then for someone who's read it off social media that there's fake northern lights, it's bullshit. Because we had such big solar flares, those northern lights went to places that they haven't been before. When it was Carrington effect, look that up, stuff, And I'm like, that's why I don't do Facebook. That's why I don't do Instagram, guys. You are going to have to protect your mind. When Jupiter goes into Gemini and then Uranus, mental health is going to be off the charts. Communication, social media, it is all going to be wacko before it is grounded to the truth. Jupiter's the truth, okay? Truth-telling. And I try to be as truth-telling as I possibly can. But don't get carried away with what you read or see. You've got to have that relationship with yourself so that you can check what's truth or not. Anyway, mind-blowing. But that's our Jupiter ingressing into Gemini. And as soon as Jupiter goes in there, Jupiter's going to make a lovely energy with Pluto, which is great. All the planets as they go into Gemini, the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and eventually Mars down the track are going to make a nice aspect to Pluto. Okay, which is needed. But you know, we'll get to that. We've got Sedna in Gemini. That's another video I wanted to make. And you know, Sedna is like a Pluto energy, a feminine Pluto energy of releasing the past. Okay, and I'll tell you the whole story about Sedna. I relate with Sedna almost like I was Sedna, and my hands got chopped off by the side of the boat by my father to drown so he could save himself. I can relate that story with my paternal father. You know, being a Capricorn, it's always about the father, Saturn, the father, you know, so we'll get to that. But anyway, I made this today just so I can keep connected because, you know, I just get in states of mind where I'm doing this, but should I be doing this? You know, I need some feedback, you know, like I just give. I've done that all my life. Give all my information, give my service and no feedback, you know, and it just leaves me empty because I don't have family to fill me. I don't have a boyfriend to fill me. I don't have kids to tell me they love me and fill me. I've got to do that myself. And I'm asking you guys to help me, okay? Just put a bloody smiley face in the comment. You don't even have to watch the video, but just to help me to get some confidence here, you know, about that I'm on the right track or what have you. Because I've got about 3 or 4 people that are commenting, you know, and others are viewing it. So don't be selfish. Don't take the information and not help back. When I'm watching YouTubes, I'm liking them, even though they got thousands of likes, you know. Don't be shy to do it. You just got to, there's nothing going to happen to your computer if you don't know YouTube well. Just hit the like button if you're like me. And if I lose people today, I really don't care, okay? Because it's getting frustrating for me, all right? And it's very hard to pull the energy to spend it out there to you guys. I actually didn't know I was going to say all this today. I really didn't. I was just going to touch base. But it gets very frustrating. And this whole Capricorn, grumpy Capricorn, I'm getting sick of it. You know, I just let it go enjoy your life. Let these people work it all out themselves, you know. Anyway, that's service. That's servant leader for you. You know, I'm not doing this so it's going to make me feel good. No, it's to build something to help others. Anyway, all right, guys, have a lovely week. If I lose viewers today, I really don't care, you know, because to do what I'm doing here is taking years. And if you go back to my old videos, I had a look at one the other day, and my God, I've improved. That's for sure. In presentation, there's a whole long way to go. You know, I can't do editing and all of that. I'm going to need support to do that down the track. And I don't know where that's going to come from at this point in time because it's still very much alone. All right. So enjoy the flares, enjoy the weekend, and we'll talk about that full moon that's coming next week. All right. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. Be blessed. Namaste. Bye.